far beyond the edge of ordinary maps, where seas curled into fork and the stars bent in strange ways. There floated an island called Serethis. No sailor who set eyes on it could ever find it twice, for the island itself shifted with the tides of memory. Some said it was born from a dream left behind by the first storyteller. Others whispered it was a harbor for last promises. On this island lived a young Scrobe named Kale. Unlike the villagers who fished or traded, Kale spent his days gathering forgotten tales from travelers who stumbled upon Serethis. He wrote each story carefully into a long scroll he never allowed anyone to touch. His reason was simple. He had been told that once the scroll was filled, it would unlock the way to the Hall of Echoes, a place where every story ever told still breathes, waiting to be remembered. One dawn, as pale light spilled across the water, a stranger arrived on a small, cracked boat. She was cloaked in silver grey, her hair tangled with bits of salt and starlight. She called herself Erin, and unlike others who forgot their way once they left, she seemed to know exactly where she was going. Kale invited her to share her tale, as he did with all visitors. But Erin did not tell a story. Instead, she slid a small shard of glass across the table. Within its surface, Kale saw shifting images, battles fought, cities rising and falling, children laughing, stars collapsing. It was as though the shard carried thousands of stories at once. "This is not a tale you can write," she whispered. "It's a key, and it belongs in your scroll." Kale hesitated. The scroll was meant only for words, not strange fragments of starlight. Yet when he placed the shard against the parchment, the scroll accepted it, glowing faintly as though awakening from a long sleep. The room filled with whispers, voices of every tale Kale had ever written, now alive and speaking back to him. Erin's eyes softened. "You've begun the path. The Hall of Echoes is no longer a myth to you. But remember this, the hall does not just keep stories, it tests the one who carries them. Be certain your heart is ready to hold what you seek." Before Kale could ask more, she stepped back into the mist, her boat vanishing like breath on glass. Alone with his scroll, Kale felt the weight of countless voices pressing against him, urging him forward. The island itself seemed to hum, as though shifting closer to some hidden shore. That night, he packed ink, quills, and a glowing scroll, setting his gaze toward the ocean. For the first time, Kale wasn't simply collecting stories, he was stepping into one.